only on DAZN. He silenced Britain's best. Usyk, the Brit breaker, but now the dynamite is ready to explode. One night, one shot, and undisputed. Usyk versus Dubois 2. July 19th. Right now at DAZN.com/boxing.
You know, I hate to say I told you so, but I told you so. Although I will say I was wrong in one sense. I thought this stoppage would happen a lot later than it did, but ultimately it ended up happening. What do we say about that? Oleksandr Usyk stops Daniel Dubois in 5 one-sided rounds, quite frankly. I mean, this to me was not a hard fight to score. This was an easy fight to score. The only round that you could say was open to interpretation was the first round, because Dubois was the aggressor. He didn't do anything with it. So let's bring it back, right? Let's bring it back and talk about the build-up to this fight. This fight kicked off, and I knew Dubois was in trouble, because this fight kicked off when Dubois entered the ring, took the mic off Ade, and said he wanted Oleksandr Usyk. As Usyk was giving his interview after beating Tyson Fury, he was talking about missing his kids' karate, this, that, and the other. Instantly, you could tell he weren't happy with that. Okay. Interviewed by Boxing King Media, I think it was after, showing him a picture of all the British fighters, him standing over them. And Usyk says, I don't like this picture. Why? I like Tony Bellew. I'm friends with him. I'm friends with Derek. I'm friends with Anthony. I believe me and Tyson can be friends. What about Dubois? No. It was a resounding no, right? So you're thinking, you done effed up there. Get to the first press conference in April. Don Charles, in his infinite wisdom, how can you call yourself a Christian? You deserve an actor, or you deserve an Oscar, and you're questioning a man who is a quintessential Christian. He is a member of the Orthodox Church, the Eastern Orthodox Church. He is what I think we all, as Christians or Christians watching, should aspire to be. If you are that of that faith, you should aspire to be, because he takes that faith very, very seriously, and you can tell everyone is flawed, as is Usyk, but he truly believes in what he does, and he truly believes in his faith. And to question that, especially from a man who is, you know, a Christian in his own right, apparently anyway, I didn't like that. That was distasteful. And again, I would say poke the bear, but as Usyk would say, don't push the horse. He's even more motivated than he already is. And I said in my pre-fight video with Ade and G-Man, I said in my own video, what they're doing is like the worst thing you can do, because all you're doing is you're just amplifying Usyk's motivation and making him madder and madder and madder. And you're thinking, I've got an old guy, you know, we're improved, this, that, and the other. You're literally, the guy is gunning for you. The guy literally is gunning for your blood. So good luck with this. So that's why I changed my pick come fight night. Usyk was on it like a car bonnet. He was on it like that. Like flipping that. He was on it. Oleksandr Usyk, literally from the first bell, was finding that jab, was finding that left hand. And I, quite frankly, was thinking, it's coming. You know, when you just... Going into this fight originally in the build-up, I was thinking, maybe Dubois could do something. There might be something there. Let's wait and see. The closer we got to this fight, the more I was like, nah, Dubois ain't winning this fight. There's no way Dubois wins this fight, because he's antagonized him, basically. That's basically what he is. He's antagonized him. And the closer we got to it, the more I was like, don't think Dubois is going to win this. And in this fight, there was never a moment where I felt like Dubois was in it. For me, it was just... Usyk is in control, he's dominating, he's landing, he's doing what he needs to do. It's going to be Dubois' fight. That's as simple as, or it's going to be Usyk's fight, simple as. First round was somewhat competitive. Dubois was aggressive, he was on the front foot, he was trying to establish the jab. Usyk was the only one landing the clean shots though, because Dubois was aggressive that first round, but he wasn't doing anything with it. He wasn't landing on Oleksandr Usyk. There was hardly anything actually happening from Dubois that was actually scoring. Oleksandr Usyk was able to do his thing. He was able to land his shots, and that was fine. Second round, Dubois' punch output just dropped. It just dropped. He was hardly throwing the jab. He was worried about getting countered. He was getting hit with jabs. Usyk was bringing in the straight left hand. He was also leading with the right hook, which was having an effect on Daniel Dubois as well. And it was more of the same. He did pull a little bit back in round number 3 early on, but again, Usyk finding range, landing combinations, landing the straight left hand. He won that round again. Round 4, much of the same. Usyk was so sharp. He was razor sharp in there. He was landing almost at will whenever he was throwing the left hand. Dubois, I think was it round 3 or round 4, he landed a blow and it was definitely low. Like looking at it live, you were like, was it? When you see it in the replay, you're like, yeah, that's low blow. End of. It was below. You were looking at it live, you were like, is it other? No, it was low. Simple as. Then we get into round 5, end of this fight. Usyk lands a right hook. He gets into a combination exchange with Daniel Dubois, lands a right hook. Dubois goes down to a knee. He's looking at the corner like he was doing last time. He's looking at the corner and you're thinking, you're screwed. Simple as, you're screwed. Although Usyk, he doesn't have as many knockouts as most heavyweights. I said in my pre-fight video, punching power, underestimate it at your peril. He underestimated it. Usyk went for the jugular, landed a huge left hand, nearly knocked Daniel Dubois out cold. That was him done for the count. No way the referee could have let it carry on. I think even if Dubois was questioning whether to get up or not. He did get up, but the referee got to the count of 10. I'm not going to call it a quit. It wasn't that. He was beaten by the better man. He lasted 9 rounds last time. Had a couple of fleeting moments of success. He had none in this fight. It won by traffic. Oleksandr Usyk. So yeah, that was the fight in a nutshell. I just have to, I'll do a separate video on it tomorrow. I'll do a separate video on Don Charles and what he's done and what not to do and this, that and the other. But let me finish this video by talking about Oleksandr Usyk. And more so it's to the people watching. And I just want to say, how lucky are we? How lucky are we to be able to say we have witnessed? Now, I don't know. I'm doing this video just immediately after the fight, so I don't know what he said in the ring, if he's retired, if he's carrying on. I don't know. But how lucky are we to have been able to watch Oleksandr Usyk? Because we are not just talking about a great fighter. We are talking about one of the greatest to ever do it. Up there with Lennox Lewis, up there with Muhammad Ali. Some would say he surpassed them in achievements anyway. I mean, undisputed in the 4-belt era is not easy. He's done it twice, and at cruiserweight. That cruiserweight one alone puts him in the Hall of Fame. We have witnessed one of the greatest of all time show no signs of slippage. It's honestly, I can't praise him enough. He is remarkable. He really is one of the greatest of all time. I've never met Oleksandr Usyk in person. I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to, because he's a role model for people. He is the man you would inspire to be. He really is a family man, God-fearing, respectful. He's over with Dubois, giving him encouragement after the fight, and just a phenomenal talent. One of the greatest I've ever seen do it. And honest to God, I don't have any kids at the minute. I'd love to have them someday, and if I ever have a son, I will probably have his ear burnt by telling him how great Oleksandr Usyk was and how I was lucky that I got to see him fight live, because he really is just tremendous and I can't praise him enough. Dubois, he can come again. He will come again. I've no doubt. You did it the wrong way. You did it the wrong way, and I don't blame you for that necessarily. I'll talk about that in a separate video. But credit to Oleksandr Usyk, one of the greatest to ever do it. Based upon that performance, I wonder if Tyson Fury will look at Usyk and think, AJ, let's fight. Because you look at that, you think, on Tyson Fury, I'm thinking, ooh, crap, I don't want to be fighting that again. Look at that. So credit to him. Can't praise him any more than I have, but I'll try and do it nonetheless, because he deserves it. Phenomenal. How lucky are we? That's all I got to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video, people. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. Until next time, peace.